What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of G&G News. So WhatsApp will stop working on all Windows mobile handsets tomorrow, and some iPhone and Android models are also getting the chop in early 2020. So Microsoft has stopped supporting its Windows Mobile 10 operating system. WhatsApp says older devices don't have the power to support newer features. It will also stop supporting older Android and iOS devices from the start of February. A future Windows-developed Surface phone will likely run the Android system. WhatsApp will stop working on all phones running Microsoft Windows or Windows mobile software from Tuesday, the 31st of December. The company has confirmed, and obviously that is today. Facebook, which owns WhatsApp, said that this is because it no longer actively develops for Windows mobile platform phones. Users of this Microsoft operating system have not been able to create new WhatsApp accounts since earlier this year. The move comes from after Microsoft announced plans to finally kill off its phone software and urge customers to switch to an iPhone or an Android phone in January. So, every year, the messaging app, which launched in 2009, removes support for devices that don't offer the kind of capability we need to expand our app's features in the future. iPhones running iOS 8 and older after February the 1st, 2020. Android phones running version 2.3.7 and older after February the 1st, 2020. And all phones running the Windows operating system after December 31st, 2019. So there's quite a few phones that are going to be affected by this, but it's basically the older handsets. So, for example, I'm still using WhatsApp right now and I'm not having any issues or any problems with it. It removes support for older Windows-based phones at the beginning of 2018. At the same time, it has stopped supporting all BlackBerry OS devices. Don't really know anybody who still owns a BlackBerry in 2019. In 2020, WhatsApp will remove support for some older Apple and Android devices, Android version 2.3.7 and older, as well as iOS 8 and older, will lose support for the messaging service on February the 1st, 2020. Android 2.3.7 was known as Gingerbread and launched in 2010. It is only running on about 0.3% of Android devices, according to Google. According to Apple, only 7% of devices are running a version of its mobile operating system older than iOS 12, which was released back in 2018. A number of users have taken to social media to express concerns about the fact that their devices will no longer be able to run WhatsApp. Lisa, I'm not going to try and butcher the pronunciation of her second name, tweeted that she had got a grandmother a phone that could make calls, text, and use WhatsApp, and she loves getting photos and videos from the family. She said her grandmother is reluctant to learn a new phone, but the current device will not support the features after this year. So people with older devices took to Twitter to express concerns of the ending of support for their phones, including one person who said that they'd have to teach their grandmother how to use a new device. The Facebook-owned messenger service will continue to provide support for devices running Android 4.0.3 onwards and iPhones running iOS 9 and onwards. WhatsApp have come out and said, "This was a tough decision for us to make, but the right one in order to give people a better way to keep in touch with family, friends, and loved ones. This is the latest casualty of Microsoft's defunct Windows Mobile OS." Earlier this year, Microsoft itself suggested that Windows 10 mobile users should switch to Android or iOS devices because of its lack of support for apps. Windows Phone operating system was launched in October 2010 and then succeeded by Windows 10 Mobile in 2015. WhatsApp is the latest departure from the almost defunct Windows 10 Mobile platform phone. In 2017, Microsoft announced that work on the Windows 10 Mobile would stop due to the lack of marketing penetration and a dearth of interest from app developers. So basically nobody's interested in this mobile phone. I think I've only ever known two people in my whole life to ever have a Windows phone, and my partner was one of them. sadly many years ago. It officially stopped supporting Windows 10 Mobile, previously referred to as Windows Phone, on December 10th, 2019. Facebook withdrew its Facebook Messenger and Instagram apps from the Windows Phone back in April. Despite the lack of success with the Windows Phone, Microsoft surprised the industry with plans to make a return in 2020. In October, the firm revealed a new foldable device known as the Surface Duo, though it's expected to run Android instead of Microsoft operating systems. Microsoft started getting its phone business in 2016, making thousands of job cuts and the decision to drop the company's mantra mobile first cloud. One key problem for the company was the lack of apps from the mobile phone platform. In April, Facebook deserted Windows Phone, Skype, and WhatsApp have also withdrawn their services from the phone that runs on Windows. The operating system dipped to a 0.3% of the market share by the end of Microsoft's third financial quarter in 2016. Critics have acclaimed that the apps available on Windows Phone paled in comparison to the iOS and Android counterparts. In June 2019, it emerged that Microsoft advised Windows 10 mobile users to switch to Android operating devices or iPhones. So let me know, are you affected by this? Are you not affected by this? It's basically if you have one of the older iPhone devices. So let me just read out the specs again, just so that we all get this. So yeah, if you have Android 2.3.7, you're in trouble. And if you have an iOS, which is iOS 8 or older, you are in trouble. And obviously, if you have a Windows phone, but not many people have a Windows phone, then this will affect you. I hope this video has helped you and has helped you prepare for what is to come. If this has helped you, please leave a like on the video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy New Year's Eve.